Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the... No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell gamma store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matt back, looking clean. Dead precious in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's going to get this.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We go. White 20! White 20! White 10!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And look at the catch by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
He'll get it up the middle. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time race.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Willis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. Rush comes and they block it. And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. But when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And oh, he hurdles him and into space. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brought in here Tyler Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Here's Dalton. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A give. This is Michel. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he stopped immediately there. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Flex round.
Now Manziel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Manziel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And able to find Green. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. The first down throw coming for Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down.
Flex round.
Manziel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To Michel on the dump off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
368!
They go play action here on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From midfield here, Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it. And the Bengals have recovered it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
368!
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll give it to him up the middle. Oh, spinning away. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. He'll check this one down to Michelle. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
2-1-2. Move. There you go. 368.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Eifert has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Andy Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Passing. It's Dalton. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coach, I'd always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. And now here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Go, 66. Right, we can.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They stay on the ground with White. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
368!
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Nice footwork at the 25. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it'll be Dalton again. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Another chance for Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. This will be Dalton again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.